Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Angel. Like and subscribe down below. I know it's kind of dark, but it is what it is. When I get a thought, whenever it might be, I'ma pop in. So, anywho, let's get into it. Let's do it. But I want to talk briefly about the misconception about self-esteem. You know, to break the ice a little bit. We all done heard the joke from Cat Williams when he said, we as women be blaming men for stuff that's supposed to be our responsibility, like self-esteem is a thing of yourself. Self-esteem, yes. And it was funny. I laughed, hee hee, ka ka ka. But let's be real. Let's really, really get into it. Man, woman, cat, dog. Let's talk about self-esteem and what it really means. First up, people will make you believe, and the world will make you believe, that self-esteem is something that you automatically have. Like, I don't believe that. First of all, when therapists used to always tell me, like, need to build up your self-esteem. You need to see, what level your self-esteem is on. How do you feel about you? And everything. Honestly, when I first started going to therapy, I didn't know how to answer that question because I didn't even know what self-esteem meant. All I knew is they made it seem like this something I was supposed to, like, be born into, like I was just automatically supposed to have it. No. Self-esteem is built. If you're not brought up to think highly of yourself, or you don't be around other people that think highly of themselves, and they don't show you what healthy thoughts and mental health and healthy emotional health look like, guess what? Then you're not going to automatically have self-esteem, especially not high self-esteem. It's something that you have to learn what it truly means, first of all, and then you have to, like, pour into yourself in order to build it. And how you do that is, first of all, real self-care. We always look at self-care, especially as women, as going to get our nails done, going to get our hair done, let's go, with the girls, or take ourselves to a little date night, because, and date yourself is good, because you need to get to know yourself. Because guess what? I don't care how good your relationship is, you're going to have to be with you. You can't avoid it. So, whether you have a relationship or don't have a relationship, you can't escape yourself. So you have to learn to love you. So we need to start doing some real self-care. Real self-care is doing affirmations, pouring into yourself first, positive thoughts, speaking positively about yourself, cleaning up your circle, making sure you're around better things, better people, and better places. Not accepting anything, meaning, we done talked about that. Boundaries, setting boundaries, that's part of self-care. Not taking no shit, that's part of self-care. Blocking toxic people, that's part of self-care. Understanding who you are and what you can take and what you cannot take, and being honest about it, that's part of self-care. Now, self-esteem can be hard to build when you don't truly know how to. So, my suggestion is to, first off, journal, write down your thoughts, no matter how little or how petty you think they are, or whether, I don't care what it is, write it down. Find you something spiritually to hold on to. And I keep saying this because it's so important. Stop letting things have, a place in your mind rent free that don't supposed to be there. Clear your thoughts. Take some time for you. Really write down the things that you're thankful for. At least 3 or 4 things you're thankful for every day. Look in the mirror. Tell yourself how beautiful you are. How you are enough. And you deserve everything that you desire on this earth. That you are more than enough. You are worthy. You are a king. You are a queen. You are healthy. You are wealthy. The more that we don't have no problem speaking negative on ourselves inside our head. We let them negative thoughts just take over. But you need to replace that with positive thinking and positive affirmations. My self-esteem used to be so low. And I used to fake it for years. People thought that I was conceited as fuck. And I didn't even like myself. It's crazy. People, and then man used to always say, like, they still do, say dumb shit like, why you ain't smiling? You pretty. What's wrong with you? As if just because you pretty, or just because you may look like you got yourself together, that you should be smiling all the time and your life should be good just because you pretty. It's the dumbest shit ever. Don't matter how you look, we all got issues. And that was another thing that was so hard when I got diagnosed with HS, because I had built my self-esteem, and then having that diagnosis and starting these breakouts knocked my self-esteem right back down because of the scars. And my skin used to be super pretty, super clear, and I'm still pretty with the scars. But I'm just saying, this was my first thoughts the first years I had to go through it. My skin was flawless. Like, period. I was a gorgeous baby, a gorgeous kid, grew up bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then I went into a depression, gained weight, didn't work hard enough to get it off after I had my last child, and just went kind of like in a down spiral or whatever, and just let it be a domino effect and just let it control me. And now these last, like I would say, about 5 years, I just been building myself back up, constantly. But I tell you one thing, I'm at peace, and you can't buy that. And when you have something that like kind of tear you down far as the physical, and you got to learn how to really love yourself, because at the end of the day, looks gonna fade. And it hurt my feelings so bad because I felt like, oh, it was told to me so much growing up that that's who I was, my looks. So you gotta imagine how much of a letdown it was to have all these breakouts. And it was depressing. I started cutting myself everything. It was very depressing. And I had to pull, God and I had to pull myself up out of that. And I had to realize I am loved and I do deserve better. And I'm not just my looks. I am smart. I am creative. I am talented as hell. Out of all the shit I done did since in the 41 years I done been on this earth, I done did a fucking lot. And I never really honestly gave myself props for it. I faked it out like, oh yeah, I know I did that. But in reality, I didn't really feel the accomplishment or feel successful. Because I didn't know me. And I didn't love me. But when I look back over everything that I have done, for somebody that's uneducated and was told I'd never be nothing, I'm a bad bitch. Bad bitch. I'm a fucking queen. I did that. You know what I'm saying? To have a business going from house to house, that shit hard as hell. To be a parent with kids that is having hell of accomplishments in their life, I did that. I did something right. Despite of what life dealt me. Despite of it. Feeding the homeless, volunteering places. The list go on and on. Helping stores get out the red. The uneducated bitch did that. Yeah, me. I did that. Keeping stores' doors open. Because all the educated people couldn't figure out how to do it. Yeah. So see, self-esteem is something you got to build on your own. So I guess Cat Williams was right. It is a thing of yourself, but you wasn't born with it. You got to fight for it. You got to pull it up out of you. You got to do the work. Forgive, heal, be more understanding. Actually meet people where they are. Because see, the more understanding you are, especially as women to other women, and the more we lift each other up, that shines through you. And then you'll learn to be a better woman. That's on God. And then you'll learn how to be a better wife, a better mate, a better parent, a better teacher, a better leader. What God has for you is for you. You ain't gotta hate on nobody else to build yourself up. Learn to love you. If I could do it, you could do it. Life done beat me down. I've been from abusive relationship to abusive relationship to abusive relationship. Left for dead. Left in alleys. All types of shit. I shouldn't even be here. Oh, but God. He said you're gonna live. He said you're gonna be who he created you to be. He said you will be a boss. He said you will succeed. He said you will make it. I remember the one of the darkest days of my life. Do you understand me? And what got me through it, I was sitting there and my ex was scared the damn shit out of me so tough. And I wouldn't hang up the phone. I was holding the phone with my cousin just so she could hear it, just in case anything happened to me. And I locked myself in the bathroom and he was trying to knock the door down. And I had Marvin Sapp just going back and forth in my head. His song, You Shall Live and Not Die. And it brought me through. And I made it. And here I stand. Still standing. Because God said yes. And when God say yes, can't nobody say no. I love y'all. Peace.